What's going on, YouTube? GreenWitEVIL here. Tonight it is episode 4 of It Came From eBay, and we are reviewing a beauty. This is the first time I've ever had any kind of one of these figures before. This is the Big O GX-48 made by Bandai Tamashii. It's called Soul of Chogokin, means Soul of Super Alloy. It's like a super fancy, amazing mecha figure. And it's based, and the figure, obviously, Big O, is from pretty much my favorite anime of all time, The Big O. If you guys don't know what it's about, it's basically this super rich guy named Roger Smith, negotiator. He goes around Paradigm City helping people and trying to figure out what happened 40 years ago, where the entire city, every single person, lost their memories. And in place of that, now there's these giant mega deuces, that they call them. They're mechs, but they call them mega deuces in this anime. And he pilots the Big O that fights them. It's such a cool show. If you do watch it, I definitely recommend being very patient with it and making sure you're not distracted, because you can't miss a thing. There's so much going on with it, you'll lose your place. It's a very thought-intriguing and thought-invoking anime. It's actually crazy. Besides also being a giant monster versus giant mech versus giant mech anime, which is just action. Alright, so today we are getting right into this. This is the Big O. I have another version of the Big O toy from Bandai. I will show him off as well as a comparison, but this one is a beauty. I got this. We'll go over, obviously, his stand and everything in a second. We'll put that back there. I got this off of eBay for, I think, $140. It goes for a lot more. It was used. Well, not used, not really used. It was more like displayed and whatnot, as you can tell, because only thing I'm missing here is one piece of the stand, which is all the way over here. I'll bring that up for a second. As you guys can see right there, I'm missing one piece of the stand. Not that big of a deal. As long as Big O is perfectly complete, then I'm fine. But check this out, guys. This is like the robot versions of SH Monster Arts or SH Figure Arts. This is like super duper posable. Like, you can detach him up to do like super awesome poses and whatnot. His legs and everything turn like 360 degrees. See how he's able to do like cool poses and whatnot. He has different sets of arms and hands, but we'll get into that in a second. All of his cool accessories. But let's get closer to him real quick here. So there is the Big O. There's his face. Obviously piloted by Roger Smith. But look at this detail on him. If you guys never seen it, it's tough to explain, but this has a lot of awesome detail. This cool gold piece on his chest here. This is really cool. Alright, so let me show you one of the coolest things about this figure is the accessories slash the movements that they can do. They mimic and recreate like stuff from the show. So in the show, now, I don't know if this is always called Sudden Impact, but it's called Sudden Impact on the box, which I do have right here, which I will show you for a second. Please move back there for a second, Big O. So if you see the box, it shows you all different kinds of things. You can open up the cockpit, Sudden Impact move, Chrome Buster, which is his beam from his head, and then Cannon Party, Missile Party, rocket launchers, and missiles galore, which I will show in a second. And obviously, as you guys can see there, cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Super awesome. Put that box down over there for a second. Alright, so let's bring him back over here and show you one of his cool features after showing you the box. So, it has Sudden Impact, which is in the show, when Roger would control to use one of his finishing moves on an opponent, these pistons would pop up, as you heard it lock. I'll do it to this one too. These pistons would lock up. Big O would get in a fist, like so. You get in a fist, and then when he punched his opponent, this actually has a joint here. When you push the hand down, if it wants to work for me, why won't you? Oh, I didn't have it locked all the way. All right, so there you go. You put that there, and then you push the hand down like so. It shoots in just like the show. Which is pretty cool. It's probably better to use the actual punch hands, which are back there, but I like these hands better because you actually can pose them. As you can see, each and every finger, guys. You can do every single finger, which is really cool. And also the thumb is posable too, which is dope. As you can see, all the cool detail. He has some weight to him. His legs are metal. There are metal pieces in him, as you can see in there for when he does his walking. That's why they did that, because in the show you would hear like the jujum jujum, because obviously he's a robot. He's not a human. This side too, same deal. Ball the fist and push the button down. Super cool. His arms are super jointed, as you can see. Goes every which way. I mean, you spare no expense with this kind of figure here. He also has, let me show you here, when you close his arms in, as you can see, he has his 2 shields. So basically his arms are also built-in shields, so when he's getting attacked by something, he can use these shields to block and to block stuff like that. So he would be using it like that, and then he would probably either get ready for sudden impact, like so, and punch in, or he would use one of his other many gadgets and weapons. I don't want to spoil too many weapons, because there's a whole another set, that an accessory set that comes with all sorts of weapons for him. I'm not going to talk about that, because if you guys are going to watch the show, I want you guys to be surprised when you actually see all these other things in motion, all these other weapons that he has, because it's actually pretty cool. But let's go over to the legs, like I said again. So over here you can see this opens up. I mean, you don't really have it, but Roger Smith's car in the anime can drive up in there, and then he can obviously pilot Big O from his foot, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for. I'm pretty sure I remember that. I'm only about 8 or 9 episodes into it again. I bought the Blu-ray online, which is cool, so I'm revisiting the show. It's been a long time since I've actually watched it from beginning to end. It's really awesome though. But see, look I'm talking about. Look at the ankle, like the ankle joints. Like look at this. This thing can go anywhere, any which way. And then same thing with this one too. Like you just can move anywhere, and it has obviously that nice chrome-esque, even though it's not really chrome, it has that nice Big O color here. Put that in there for a second. And see, has the knee joints, so he can literally like pose. Like if you guys are wrestling fans, he could pose as Shawn Michaels, if you guys know who that is. It's a little joke right there. See, he can pose as Shawn Michaels, which is hilarious. But I'm talking like major articulation here. So if there's something in the show you want to like mimic or recreate, then you obviously can do it, which is really cool. You just have to get his arms and hands back into where they're supposed to go, which is down this way, like that. What else do I want to show? Oh, obviously same thing, like on this side too. On his side, other hand can do the same thing. All fingers can be posable. Now let me show you guys some of the accessories that he actually does come with. So, one of the cool things this guy can do, this Big O, is it raises the cockpit here. If you guys, I'm gonna kind of zoom in there in a second. Just want to kind of position it properly. There you go. So that's how in the anime, look at the light over here. That's how Roger Smith gets in there. That's actually the cockpit right in there. It's really tough to see, even with like the nice HD camera and whatnot. But that's where he pilots Big O from, all the way in there. He'll run toward Big O as Big O is coming up from the ground. Yes, I know it sounds awesome, and it's even cooler when you see it. And then he'll jump on Big O and hop in, and then this will lock down, and then he'll go right and spring right into action. Also, I want to show you some of the other accessories, like I said. So his stomach piece comes off. Like this whole thing comes off on the side here, see? Comes off nicely. And then you can put in some of this other stuff. So he has this, he has the rocket stomach here for the rocket launchers. That's what all that is right there. And then also what you can do for the missile party is you can lift this all the way up, the whole piece, and then you can attach the two pieces that go like this. It's tough to actually get them in there. I tried before, and it's a little pain in the butt, but it does work once you actually settle them in. And then this one too. Let me get this one off. Come on, I got only one hand here to work with. Please come off. There we go. I'll just stand him there for a second. Okay. And then we have this. Goes like that. But the accessory, like I was talking about, the accessory set is absolutely insane. It comes with a whole bunch of stuff. And it's like $270 to $300 just the accessory set. Doesn't even come with him, just the accessories. I can't even justify paying that kind of money for the accessories. But see right there, all the different rocket launchers you can attach into him, which is actually pretty sick. Like you see behind me too, he also has the other fists. I'll just take these off for a second here, and then we'll put this down, and then take this off and put on his regular stomach piece, like so. Very easy, very cool. No hassle whatsoever, except for if you push these little pieces on here, these little the rocket pieces, too far onto its little holder, it'll get stuck. But there's the rocket piece, and then a close-up look at the other rocket piece for a stomach. If it wants to focus in, please focus. There you go. There. Oh no, it wants to not focus. There you go. It's very cool. Like I said, if you guys have never seen the anime, it's tough to probably get like all oohed and awed over this, but you definitely have to check it out. It is really good. I wish that they would continue it, because it does have 2 seasons and they could go for more. What else do I want to show? He also, on the back here, as you can see, the back detail is absolutely crazy. And all the joints in here that he has. Look at that. They even like did that for the joints. They didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that, but they did, because this figure is amazing. This part here, his upper arm is all metal. This is metal. This is metal right here. His legs, inside part here, all metal. Most of this is metal, which is absolutely crazy. His head is full plastic, which is fine. His head is plastic. I will also show you what I'm talking about in the show. He puts his arms up and hits them together, both of his fists, like that, and then he fires his, well, focus in there. There's a beam that comes out from his head here that tears through obviously buildings and bad guys and everything. It's actually really cool. But that's how he activates that move. I don't know what do they call it on here? They call it the Chrome Buster. I don't even think Roger ever calls them by these moves by name in the anime. I think he just like does them. Especially Sudden Impact. I don't remember him ever calling that sweet knockout punch Sudden Impact, but that is what it's called. Let's bring in the other Big O figure that they have made. It is a regular Bandai figure. It came with a little Roger Smith figure and a little Dorothy figure, which unfortunately I don't have. I have them somewhere. I just don't know where they are. But let's put him in the background for a second, and let's look at. This is the Bandai one. This is the regular plastic one. As you can tell, there is definitely a difference in quality and height and whatnot, but we'll look at him real quick. You see what I'm talking about? It's just all plastic. There's no real, there is some articulation, like you can actually get a lot of articulation out of him. These guys go for, like, at this point, if you buy him out of the box, probably $50, maybe $40, which actually is not terrible. And then his fists change too, his hands. You can take these off and put the other ones on. I just don't know where they are. I bought this forever ago. But let's see compared size for a second. Obviously, the Bandai Tamashii Soul of Chogokin Big O is much bigger and much more detailed, and can also do this where it can stand higher, which is already doing that, but it can stand higher. So obviously, if you are looking to get a Big O figure, this one is not bad. The one from the regular Bandai set with the figures, not bad at all. Definitely recommend it. I've had this forever. This, at one point, this was the only Big O figure. There was no other Big O figure. It would have to come from the line with the figure and the two Roger Smith character, Dorothy or Angel, and there was a big duo too. I can't tell you who that is. I don't want to spoil all that stuff. But anyway, all right. So let's move him out of the way. You obviously can tell the difference in quality. This is legit here. This figure is awesome, but you do get a lot, like I said, a lot of detail. A lot of the joints can move, so you can, like I said, pose him in any sort of which way you want. He also can lock. He locks down so he can stand properly, because this is when you can have him for posing. He detaches up, like I said before, so he can do all sorts of cool poses and whatnot, like this, and look down and punch the ground or whatever. And then when you want to just display him on his stand, you can lock him down so he doesn't go all bendy and fall backwards like he was. So these lock, and now he can just chill. This is such a cool figure. If you guys are big O fans and you guys have the kind of money, if you can even find it used like I did, it's definitely worth it. This figure is so cool. Let me put him back on his stand here. So that's where he's been on his stand for a while, like that. Let's move the camera up just a second so you guys can get a good look at him, and move this back some. But there he is, the Big O, Soul of the Chogokin, which means Soul of Super Alloy, made by Bandai. Super awesome figure. It's been out for a while. I think it came out 2009 originally. I didn't even find out about it until a year or two ago, and I have always, every so often, scoured eBay trying to find a deal, and like I said, I did find the one deal for one. It was $150 or $200 with best offer or whatever it was. I don't remember. Super awesome figure. So that's pretty much it, guys, for that review. It's like I said, it's tough to review something that probably a lot of people that follow me on my page here on YouTube, my channel, they probably don't know what it is. I know a couple people do. I'm just putting this back on here. So see, this attaches onto this like so, and then it goes on the back part here so it can be all stored, which is really nifty. Nifty. And then this can go on here like that, and that locks in like that, and then he stands on his stand. But yeah, so that's it for Big O. Of course, guys, if you liked the video, like it, subscribe down below, left-hand corner. I'll pop other videos up over here. I don't know exactly what I'm put up because obviously this is the first Big O review I've ever done. I don't know if there's anything else I can do Big O review-wise. I wish I could get the accessory pack. It comes with a whole slew of other cool stuff. Hope I kind of piqued your interest with the show, because obviously whoever's watching this, I hope you've either seen the show or you want to see the show. The show is legit. It's called The Big O, 2 seasons, 26 episodes. Super awesome. If you guys love anime, if you guys love cool giant robots fighting, punching in the face, this is your show. You also like, you know, rich dude who has unlimited amounts of money, he can do whatever he wants, who is sort of like Batman, basically. Instead of putting on a cape and a cowl and a costume, he puts on this gigantic mech Megaduce Big O and beats the crap out of the bad guys. So that is it, guys. Until the next video, you guys know what to do. Take it easy. Peace.